Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws. Still on...
So this video is for Linda if she's watching.
I don't remember Linda's last name.
This is the closure that you were waiting for.
That you didn't even ask for.
20 years late. 20 years?
Probably.
No, more than.
I don't fucking know.
25. Well, this was
right.
99,
It's definitely more than, probably.
98.
Yeah.
So however many years that is.
The closure she never asked for.
The closure she never asked
for. Her name Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Yeah, it was Delilah.
Oh, her last name was Delilah? Or
no,
the
her
daughter's name was Delilah?
Her daughter's name was Delilah.
Well, Linda, I shit in a bag.
There's going to be way too much context behind this.
I don't even, to be fair, in 99, 98, I was only 4 or 5 years old, and y'all told me to do it. This is what y'all did.
My brothers and I were bad influences.
I shit in a plate.
There was a reason behind it. I think our mom was having an issue. No, at first it was weird. Like our mom was having an issue with the neighbor upstairs, but then they were cool. But then she had a kitten, so
we stole the cat.
We stole the cat too. So hold on, let's like
back up.
So my brother, we were like, "Yo, shit in this milk." It was like one of those little play toys.
It was a play. Was it play set? Play
yeah, it
like
was a play set you had.
Play set, teapot. I don't know what.
It was funny. It was a bowl. It was a play set. It was like a toy bowl, whatever, right? And they were like, bowl. But it was close to Halloween too, so we wanted to be funny because we had people like basically like ringing the doorbell and like leaving and shit like that. So I was like, yo, bro, I was like, wouldn't it be funny? I was like, just pooping this little thing. We're gonna show something. So,
and my like naive ass, I was like, okay.
Okay. So he did, and then I was like, ooh. So we put it in the bag. We put it in the bag.
I know it was a paper bag. I remember that.
We lit it on fire, and we lit it on fire.
It was way too calm about that. We put it in a bag and lit it on fire.
We lit it on fire.
Why
did we
have
on top
access?
Of the rug.
Mom smokes though, so
yeah, that's probably why we had
access to lighters.
We
were unsupervised.
A lot.
A lot.
Who raised us anyway. So we raised ourselves pretty much. We all raised each other. So like we put it on the rug in the front and I lit it on fire, and then like I rang her doorbell and she came downstairs. It was like probably like 2-3 minutes, and like she started stomping on it like to get the fire out. It was like,
had
oh my
poop
God.
all over.
Yeah, shit all over for the show. It was funny. And then proceeded to ask my mom later on that day or something like that happened. Was just like, oh, like told her what happened. Like, oh my God, like these kids for trick or treating or whatever, that someone pooped. I mean, someone like lit something on fire on the rug, and I tried to put it out, and all of a sudden it was like shit on my foot. I was like, we watched from the window. It was fucking hilarious. But I was just like, and my mom came and we were doing homework, and she was like, you guys didn't know anything about that? We were like, no. Like, we were so serious. We were saying no.
Mom,
she walked away and we just laughed.
Who was that behind us?
So, yeah, it was funny. We did that.
No,
and then we threw eggs at the neighbor's house.
We did a lot of crazy stuff as kids.
Oh, we stole the cat because we just liked the kitten. It was cute. We were allowed to have pets like that. Cats. We hid it in the drawer, remember?
Yeah, we always, that's why I asked you yesterday. We were talking about this yesterday. I'm like, why did we always get stray kittens or stray cats, and then we always put them in like the underwear drawers?
We had to hide them because we had to hide from parents, because our parents would walk in our room, so like they were like, what are you guys doing? We're like, nothing. We hear like a meow and shit, like very faint. But then we would feed them, so we would go like get tuna fish and crackers and shit, whatever, feed the fucking cat, whatever. And then we would release them to the wild.
We never, no, not even that.
The one cat we had for like a few days, she didn't know until I forgot how. I think Jeffrey.
Well, we took Linda's cat. I know that.
Yeah, for like a day though. No, it was like overnight, and then we gave it back because then they couldn't find the cat. It was funny. She's like, "Where's the cat?" And then I heard Delilah, "I don't know where the cat." And then whatever the fuck the cat's name was. Then I released it back upstairs because the cat was so cute. It would come downstairs and it would like. It would just look.
Well, you gotta for context though. It wasn't like a neighbor like next door. We lived in an apartment building.
Yeah, the neighbor was upstairs. We opened the door. Her door was right there.
Yeah, so it wasn't like we just like
we took your cat, bitch.
Oh my God, stop.
We took your cat, bitch. You like I returned the cat. I like the cat.
Didn't she like not like us though? Like
I don't know that she didn't like that. I think it was something with mom. I don't know. There was always issues with adults. I don't fucking know. So at some point it got crazy, and then remember mom's car got broken into and shit.
Oh.
All of a sudden weird shit started happening. Her car got broken into. They stole her Kia. Well, they stole the face of the radio first,
and then they stole the actual Kia. Yeah. And then they put it on cinder blocks.
Yeah, it was stupid shit. I was just like, I don't know. I think our mom had beef with a lot of people.
Mom used to wild out. I mean, she's a lot better now. She's older now. Why you worried? You know, she's got her health issues or whatever. She's a lot more calm. Still crazy, but like in a different way.
You act like she got a choice. She looks much calm. Medical wise, she's much calmer.
She is much calmer. You wouldn't agree?
She's not a bad bitch like she was like when she was younger, or this mean ass bitch.
But that's because back when mom was younger, she would swing on people though.
Yeah, well,
that's where you get that from. I'm more calm than you are. You're always ready to fight somebody.
Oh yeah, because people are fucking dumb. I'm sorry, like you guys be doing stupid shit. I just be looking at you like, who raised you?
Who raised us? The streets raised us.
The streets raised us, and I don't give a fuck, and that's why we are the way we
are.
are.
Or like I remember when we were some badass kids.
We're doing Amazon guys, don't worry. See this right here. We just be like chilling and stuff.
No,
this is fun.
We were some badass kids though. Like we was talking about it, how we used to steal bikes from the neighborhood and then we would spray paint it.
Yeah, that was actually fun.
I remember, and you know what though, y'all some assholes for this because I remember. Sorry guys. I think I was like, I want to say I was like 6, back when 6 or 7, and it was back when Toys R Us was still like a big thing.
Okay.
And all I wanted for my birthday was a bike.
You got your bike.
No, but but tell the whole story.
Who got your bike?
No. So my dad.
Thought that counts.
No. My dad got me a bike. I remember I went to Toys R Us, and they were looking at all these bikes, and it's like, Micah, don't you want like one with tricycle? Like, cause I didn't know how to ride a bike. Mm-hmm. Don't you want one with the training wheels? And I said, no, I want that bike. It's got 2 wheels on it. It was huge, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to ride that bike. And then Jeffrey went and stole a bike from the neighborhood that was all beat up, spray painted it, and then was like, here, you're gonna ride this bike, and I'm gonna ride your bike. And I'm like, but it's my bike. And you were like,
Jeffrey, that wasn't me.
And Jeffrey was like, you too, though. You went along with it.
I think I rode it one time.
And Jeffrey was like, nah, that one's too big for you. You ride this bike that he just stole from some kid in the neighborhood and spray painted. And then eventually I did get my bike back, but he was like, no, you're going to learn on this
We had to break
bike.
it in for him. He didn't understand that. So it was just like, you weren't ready. He weren't ready. He had the helmet and everything. I remember that. I was like, he's not ready. You know? We had to break it in for, like, you know, test the wheels out, you know, everything.
I feel like we were so much more, like, athletic, too, back then. Yeah. Now I'm fat.
I'm crying.
Now I'm fat and I don't want to do nothing.
This shit was crazy, though. Like, I remember the bike, though. That shit was funny because I remember we were sitting in the park and the kids were like, oh, yeah, you can ride my bike. We'd be like, oh, can we ride your bike? Never bring it back to them. Yo, we went to the other sides and I'm like, yo, snatch and run. We would be out. That shit was fun. Growing up in Brooklyn, that shit is hilarious.
Well, you always say growing up in Brooklyn,
well,
bro.
At least,
we've been here.
No, I'm talking about like over there. No, I'm talking about going over there, like growing up, like how we grew up over there. How,
I can't even say
the bad
that.
Shit.
I can't even say that. I was 10 when we left. Yeah, I was like 9 or 10 when we left.
We still bikes. That was like we were like 6.
Yeah, and y'all used to teach me how to skip summer camp. I remember that too.
Yeah, we had to teach him how to do that.
I remember that too because we used to go to
summer. You don't gotta do it now.
Now we're now we're at 32.
My kids do that. I'd be like, but you know.
But you know, different. I remember when we used to be in like that one summer camp in what was that, PS 81? Yeah, PS 81. And when we were in that summer camp and like I saw y'all going like through the little fence, yo, and I was like, I remember I was sitting by the basketball court like I want to go. Yeah. Don't leave me.
Fuck, let's hang out with the kids. We'll be back for you. We just want to go hang out with our friends. It was fun though.
And I think back on like that, even that time, what was it? It was Little Al. Was it Little Al, Jeffrey, and
JJ?
Yeah, I think it was JJ and everybody. It was we had like a huge brawl.
Oh my God.
There was a huge fight. I remember that.
On Bleecker Street.
Yeah, it was a huge brawl. Somebody came out with a katana from somewhere.
Wait, was that Bleecker
or a machete? No, that was Menahan.
That's Menahan.
That was Menahan. And there was like, somebody came out with a big old machete
because something happened with Jeffrey.
Everybody all of a sudden knew how to do karate. I just know it was a whole brawl. And I know Dad came out at some point to fight somebody.
Oh, no, that's not why. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of two different incidents. That's not why.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you why. And I'm giving names.
When we had multiple events of violence.
My so-called best friend Quincy, right?
Oh, Quincy. Okay.
That's what it was. Because what happened was I was talking to Jeremy, who lived right across the street from
I remember
that's
him.
What it
I
was.
Remember him, yeah.
So, well, it was secretly. I was young. We were young. We weren't doing nothing or whatever. We was just, meet up, chill, whatever. Nothing crazy. Well, she wanted to talk to him, whatever, but it was like nothing serious. And he was like trying to like, nah, chill, like, you know who I'm talking to, whatever. But she was just being weird. And like, her brother was just running his mouth. It was weird. They pulled up in the van.
I just remember a lot of times of you getting jumped too. You and Jeffrey. I used to always get
because of Jeffrey shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna let my brother go down. So we fighting.
Yeah, I used to get jumped.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell the story. Hold on. We're gonna get into that. Because fuck all y'all hoes. Get a grip. So basically, the brother was filming, like, talking mad shit off the mouth, whatever. And so Steven, our older brother, came and was like, he was definitely crazy at the time, still is sometimes. But like, so what happened was he was like, yo, like, oh, because the guy was talking shit to me. He wanted to fight me. That's mom's son. That ain't my brother. So we don't know him anyway. So okay, so he came by the gate or whatever. I'm not gonna hold you when it came to the siblings. When it came to fight, like our brother or whatever, our mom's son, just did what he had to do. So he came, went to the gate or whatever, and because the gate was always locked, we always had it locked. So the guy was trying to climb over the gate. Steven was like, okay, as soon as you get over this gate, I'm breaking your arm into like three slots. Yo, he did. And he was like, our brother was just fighting him and all stuff, whatever. The guy fell over. I forget who opened the gate. I don't remember if it was mom or Titi or somebody.
Somebody opened the gate.
Somebody unlocked the gate or whatever because they literally came in the whole fucking van ready to fight with bats and shit like that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you guys forgot, like, you don't know who our family is. Our family coming out, our father's ready to fight.
It's for context, and when we lived in Menahan, we were like, there was like 20 of us in that building, 20, 30 of us in that building.
Like, we got a whole fucking squad.
Yeah,
you came in a whole van,
like,
one van. It wasn't two, it was one van, bitch.
Because it was you, mom, me, Jeffrey, dad, Steven. So that's 6 people already in one little apartment. Then there was...
Upstairs was Titi, Uncle Al. It was Albert, Crystal, and Desi. And then you had Grandma, Titi Gori, and her family. So it was like, it was crazy. We were all not playing.
And Uncle Johnny wasn't living with us. No, he was on decab.
No, he was an underdog. He lived an underdog. So he was right there. But like here, like literally, like when it came to like fighting and shit, we're all right there. So I was just like, oh. So like he broke his arm into 3 different places, whatever. And then he couldn't even fight my brother anymore, whatever. So he walked away and all that shit. And then I don't know. Then our dad was like, it got crazy because he was like, what are we even fighting over, whatever. And then he found out, he was like, I guess somebody was like, oh, it was over a boy, which it wasn't. For me, it wasn't, because I was just like, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, all because she was hating, whatever. But anyway, so he got mad about that and was just like, yo, it was crazy. I was like, but that was crazy because that he was getting ready to fight. Nuts. Remember when Dad fought in Decatur Street?
Oh, when he put the guy under the cab?
Yeah, that's
the taxi cab for
no.
calling grandma.
No, this is Decatur Street. No, that was in the city.
Oh,
this is Decatur because I was brushing your hair after you had gotten a shower, and somebody threw a rock at mom and dad's the bedroom window. So when they threw the rock, I was like, oh my God. And we heard a glass, and mom was like, what was that? And I said, somebody threw a rock at our windows, because Steve always had fucking beef with the neighborhood or whatever. Or there was always, he was in a gang or doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
So
well, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, because I mean, then we were out here in Lancaster doing the same dumb shit.
I don't give a fuck about all that, but I'm just saying, like, in reference to that, like, it's just crazy how it was back in the day to how it is now. Like, now people just want to fucking shoot people and do all that dumb shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. But anyway, that one was actually
I mean, they were still shooting back then. They were more stabbing though.
More stabbing.
Because I remember, like even for us being teenagers, it was a lot of like lot of stabbings, and
it's crazy.
There was some shootings, but it was more stabbings and like fighting and stuff like that.
So then that was actually crazy, because then like that fight right there, that's when we seen our dad too like fight. It was like, yo, crazy.
Pops was like
Twinkle Toes. That's why they call him Twinkle Toes.
Yeah, we had to call him Twinkle Toes because he was a 400-pound man, but when he was pissed, that man could move like no other.
You couldn't tell him no. It was crazy. He went out there and started fighting and shit. I was like, oh shit. Then our uncle came with a big ass fucking machete and was like, who touched my brother? I was like, oh, this is wild. Mom with the broom outside. I was like, this is why I'm over here looking like, oh my God.
That's what I said. Mom was crazy with a broom though.
Yeah, because she was like, because you see like weapons and shit, she was not playing. And
she's like, I got a broom and I'm not afraid to use it.
That was fucking fighting, flinging them. I was like, oh, this is wild. I was like, oh wow. I was like, yeah, it was insane. Then we had to hide the machete because the cops came and everything. And it was just funny. And it was like, what happened? We heard there's weapons. It was like, we don't know what you're talking about. We hid that shit. Lovely. I think I had it underneath the bed or in between the mattress. It was funny as shit. I was like,
And I said,
not us hiding shit, weapons and shit. Like, we're just
you know what though? It's like, because I don't want it to be sounding like we're glorifying this shit either.
No, we're not.
But it's also like
this is how we grew up though. This is who raised us.
Yes.
It's like we're Hispanic. This who raised us in this household. Like, this is what happened. This is like actual facts.
But then you figure like on some G shit though, it's like I feel like growing up now being an adult, and you look back on those situations, you're like really like, shit is not normal.
It's not, but
it's not no. Hear me out. When I started going to the white church, the white churches, which I love my white churches, you know, but when I started going to the churches and stuff and like meeting people from different economic backgrounds, like people who have like more money, you know, more privilege, those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
I started, and I would be like, you know, because we joke about our trauma, right? We laugh about it now.
Some of it's funny.
Some of it is not though. You know what I mean? Like, because we used to get our ass beat, and I'm like, yeah, I used to get my ass beat, and people are like, that's abuse.
We're just like,
and I was like, what?
so we're not supposed to get our ass beat?
So you don't get your ass beat? Your grandma never broke anything on your back?
They just made you sit in the corner.
Yeah,
the chair
you sat in the corner.
seconds.
I used to ink at there on carpet. What are you talking about?
What's that? How do you even spell that?
I used to have to kneel on carpet with my hands up. That's not normal. You don't do like that.
We don't do like that.
You don't do like that. But
funny.
you know, I started like interacting with people from just like different cultural, like different cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I realized that some of it is like not considered normal. Like they don't do that stuff to their kids. They're not fighting like that. They're not. And there's a lot of alcoholism in our family, for real. Like, there is though. Grandma, I remember being 5 or 6 years old. It's just like, take a little bit. Don't tell your mom.
Incriminating our family. It's
just
crazy.
A little bit. Well, I'm an adult now. It don't matter. But seriously, I remember 5 to 6 years old and grandma with the Felipes. The brand, her and her brandy. That's why I grew up loving brandy. Now, like,
I'm more of a whiskey person.
I'm a E&J, you know. Hennessy, like dark liquors, brandies.
I don't drink anything, but more
whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of a dark liquor kind of guy. You know. But you figure, like, that shit is not normal. I have conversations with people and they're like, yeah, that's not normal. Like,
I feel like maybe today's day and age, because then if you hear like how it was back in the day for their grandparents and all that stuff, they would get abused.
Nah, I know of.
Ain't no fucking way. No, I'm sorry, white.
No,
ain't no
I
people
know
be like, oh my god,
I know of an elderly couple in their 70s.
Somebody they never hit their kids.
They never hit their kids. They never hit their kids. Nah, straight up, they never hit their kids. When I was like, oh yeah, my dad used to fight people, or like, you know, when we were in gangs or we were doing whatever, like, and I'm just like, yeah, I used to do all that, and like, oh, when I was homeless when I was 16 or whatever, and they were like, you were homeless? You were homeless? Where were your parents? I don't know. Well, I knew where one was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was like, oh, like, you were homeless? And I'm like, yeah, like, you ain't never been homeless?
Like, it's just normal for us to talk about it.
Yeah,
like,
for real. Like, I didn't realize it wasn't normal. I was just like, oh, like you ain't never wash your booty in a gas station in a gas station bathroom?
They don't understand us.
Like, you ain't never did that? Like, oh, okay. Like, you ain't never smoked some weed?
The ganja.
You ain't never had a little bit. You ain't never had a little spliffy. You ain't never rolled a fatty. You don't walk around with your flask. Get in the flask. Get in the flask.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you don't ever have conversations with people from like just completely different backgrounds, and they be like, "Yo, that shit is not normal."
No, because I just feel like I don't talk about my business. I just don't.
It's not about talking about business. No, we're literally doing that right now.
Well, I mean, like in reference to like talking to people, like, "Oh, wait, well, fuck you guys. I don't care. You guys are there. It's fine." But it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't sit there and talk to people. I don't want to get to know nobody. Like, I don't be like, okay, they'll start talking about their life, and I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, but okay. So when people start talking about their life,
I don't ask questions. I don't ask so many questions. I'm like, okay, that's great. So, or sometimes I do ask certain questions, so like you don't have to ask me questions. If you ask me questions, I'll just look at you like, what? Like, we're not talking about my life. We're talking about your life, though. I don't know. I just don't talk to people.
I'm not saying you talking about your feelings. I'm saying when
other people. I don't talk to people. I said.
You just said that you ask people questions.
Well, certain questions. I don't ask like 1,000 questions. I was like, oh, okay, like just depending on like what the topic is. I'm like, oh, okay, so you know, how'd you do that and whatever. But other than that, I'm like no.
So maybe I'm just an anomaly. Because I be walking, and you know it, because you've been with me, where I be walking around and people would just randomly start telling me their life story.
Yeah, and it's annoying, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, his face says open book, and mine says like I have a dick in my head, and I'm like, my forehead. I'm just like, don't talk to me. Like I'm the resting bitch face.
No, but the thing is that I don't know.
This one. They just talk to you. They just like, oh my god, so let me tell you, like, I got a finger in my ass. I'm like, what? I'm just like, how do you attract these people?
You know what I think it is? You know what it is though? Seriously, a lot of people will tell me like, oh, like, you know, they just feel like they can be safe with me. They can open up to me and stuff. I don't know.
It just be crazy, and that's fine.
But we be in just stores and stuff.
I know,
and
I'm
like, oh my god, and they just start talking, and I'm like slowly like,
I'm like, oh, they don't get the hit. I mean, all right, we're gonna go.
You did that to yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody at work, and you was just like,
Yeah, I was like, all right.
She in the background just. She is like, all right, so we're on break.
Right,
It's time for break.
Because you're talking too much. I'm like, what the fuck?
But you know what? I like to listen to people's stories sometimes. I'm not gonna front.
Like I said,
I'm
I gotta
human.
see what mood I'm in.
Sometimes I be in a moody mood. You know, I have my
Yeah,
moments
I
where I
gotta
be
be
in a
good.
mood and I'm like, I don't care.
I
I
gotta
don't
be in
want
a
to
mood
hear
where I feel
this.
like I want to talk to you. Be like, oh, okay, wow.
But
They ran. I hate when they randomly go up to you and or they ask for certain things. And I'm just like, what? My eyes open up like, you're too nice. He's too nice. I'd be like this.
You know what's crazy though is you say that, but then like I'll talk to other people who are like that they feel like I'm very intimidating
Yeah.
or intense or like that I'm not very open, especially like if I'm in like
I don't feel like we need
church
to be open.
or if like I'm in church or like I'm even just like random like I'll listen to people's stories, I'll ask
Yeah.
questions about their life, and then they'll ask me questions and I'm like, oh okay, you know, I keep it short, like, oh yeah, it was fine. Like today it's
Yeah.
like today it was like, oh, how's your wife doing? She's fine.
Yeah,
How's
that's
this
it.
going? She's fine. Well, when is she
Yeah.
coming back? Whenever she gets
When
here.
she gets back.
It's
Because
like,
I feel like because some people genuinely don't care, they just want information so they can fucking gossip. That's literally what it
Yeah.
is, and that's why. when it
that's a
comes to
very
things,
cynical way of thinking though. I think.
not too bad, but it's true though. I've never
To some degree, yeah. I
Nope,
think it's
to
true.
me it's true because I've never seen it go on any other way to be like, oh, okay, like, oh, well, because then a couple hours later or the next day, oh, so and so said that, oh, so and so's coming back, and you'd be like, oh, really? You just look at that person like, we just had the conversation. That's why I'd be like, no, you're just being fucking nosy. Stop being nosy. And I'm just like, oh, whenever you see that person, like that's what they know better than to say, oh, so like when they ask, oh, how's your sister-in-law? Fine. Like, that's it.
You don't think
you
that's
get one of those a day. That's it. So
You don't feel
every
like
day
that-
somebody different asks me, how's your fine. Or just look at me. Because they want to smile and I'm like, I'm not gonna even smile at you.
Honestly though, you be so angry all the time. I tell her all the time.
It's
I'm
not
like,
that I'm angry.
I'm
I
like,
don't like people.
so young, so angry. Damn that
I
rap
don't
music.
fucking like people. People just be doing some weird shit. I just be like, they probably think I'm weird. I don't give a fuck. I'll say, but they don't tell me. They just be like, oh, I'm like, don't talk to me then. Don't come up to me.
See, but I noticed the
I'm
only
not
people.
approachable, and they still come up to me. How was your day? And I'm like, I need that button that I showed you that I sent you the thing. It was just like, annoyed. Don't talk to me. Fuck off. I want that button so I can be like this. Refer to the button.
Please refer to Article A, Section B.
It clearly says fuck off.
Like
not,
that.
it's like not in the mood. It was like sad, annoyed, leave me alone. Tired, don't talk to me. It was like morning. I was like, I need that. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna get this one. We're gonna get this one.
No, but see, I think that
People.
like, granted, yeah, there are people that are nosy. They just want to know to know. They don't want to like,
Might go to your
they don't really care about you. They don't really care about.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could also be kind of a little bit of a cynical way of thinking, because how will you become friends with people or be close with people if you never open up to people?
I don't want to be. I feel like I have myself like that. I feel like I have my selective few people. You guys already know who you are. I have my selective few, and I'm good with that. And anybody else that wants to act like an asshole or whatever, and that wants to kind of like get away from that, bye. But other than that, it's like, I have my people. I don't want to get close to nobody at work. I don't care about none of that.
I am like that at work, for real.
I feel like
at
you don't
work,
need to.
I'm
We're at
like,
work,
I
we're
don't
coworkers,
want
that's
to
it.
be friends at work, especially because it's like, you start talking to people at work, and then it's like you
They're
said,
weird as fuck.
people will, like, that's how I feel like bochinche starts going around, like gossip starts
all
going
that.
around.
Yeah, I'm good.
People start saying stuff or whatever, or they, you call off, and it's like, well, why'd you call off, and why
Yeah.
weren't you here? And it's like,
oh, I heard you ate bad guacamole. You can't stop shitting. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, mind
yeah.
your business. Who told you that? Only
Yeah.
told one person that. Who told you that?
It's just wild though. Like I said, when you start to talk to different people and seeing how differently they think and their experiences, like, it's like I have a friend who's like maybe in his 40s, like mid 40s, and lived in like Lebanon all his life, lived in like a very like suburban picket fence, farmers, you know what I mean, that type of life, where very to a certain degree naive to how people are in like the hood or in life,
Yeah.
and one day we're like at this event, and he goes, he introduces me to some random person in the street, because it was like a big block party event or whatever. And he goes up to this person, oh hey, this is Micah, whatever. He lives right over here.
Yeah, see, that's
And I
crazy.
looked and I turned around, and as soon as that person walked away, I said, why the hell did you tell that man where I live? oh, well, he's fine. He's not. I'm like, why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all? Because like I've been to like certain like events where they're like, so where do you live at? Like they want to know your address. Like
Yeah,
where do you live
no.
at?
No.
And like
What the
I'm
fuck?
not
That's
used to
weird.
that. Like, but see, but there
That's weird.
But there are people that are literally like, yeah, I live in this town. Actually, this is my
Mm.
house. I've lived there for 30 years.
That's
This is my
great.
car. You know, like they are like very open about all these details of their
And that's
life.
how they get fucking robbed. I live at 242 right there.
Right.
East Walnut Street. I'm like,
Yeah, like they be like real. When are you going on vacation again?
Right.
Do you have
Oh
a security
my God.
system?
Do you have a dog? Do you mean a dog sit? Note to self, doesn't have a dog. That's wild. I'm being dead ass serious. Like, you're setting yourself up for failure. I don't care. You may not do it. You know, you may not think it's like intentional. Oh my God, they would never do nothing. You don't fucking know that. I could be a crackhead from the street and be like,
But see, look, that's the thing. That's my point. Is,
Right,
that,
so
like, is that we immediately are like, oh, you could be a crackhead. Or you could be.
I don't trust nobody. Period. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust nobody. I'm not gonna be. Oh my God, he would never do that. Yeah, right.
I knew him for 2 weeks.
It's the least person you expect that be doing some grimy shit to you. And
That's
like,
true. You know all those true crime, the true crime
fuck
stories.
that. Be a
Every
bunch of
time,
haters.
it's always the husband, the wife, the cousin,
the best friend,
the best
somebody.
friend. It's somebody you know. It's never
it's
like
your neighbor Billy. I don't know, Billy. Stop stealing.
It's not usually a stranger.
Yeah,
like
or
somebody you don't know.
Or they'll get. Well, they can get somebody they don't know. Well, Billy will go. Your neighbor will go get somebody you don't know, but they know, and they'll fucking do whatever.
Yeah, but that's why they always. That's why they always look at
the
people closest to you when there's
you don't need to know where I live, how many fucking rooms do I have, how many bathrooms I have, how many children. You don't need to know none of that. You already know my name. That's giving you way too much information about me. That's it. I'd be like, my first and last name, I'd just be like, you don't even need to know all that. What's your name, Billy? Why they call you Billy?
It's not funny.
I'm like, it's really not.
That's not funny.
How do you know my name? And I'm like, oh, so and so told me. I don't know why they lied.
Yeah, I remember
My
though. I
name is
used to go up to
Tiffany.
people and be like, "Hi, my name is Amanda."
Yeah, Amanda and Tiffany. Growing up, when I used to go to the bodegas, me and Jeffrey used to go to the store all the time, and the guy. I'm like, we used to, I forgot, I think Jeffrey would have told him my name or something, but he used to always call me Tiffany. So every time I would come in, I guess I looked at different, like, whatever. But then I was like, yeah, I have a twin. So I used to tell him I have a twin. And he's so, oh, hi, Tiffany. I'm like, hello. Because I'm like, at this point, I was like, you don't need to know my fucking name anyway. So it used to be Tiffany or Amanda. Like, I go to the clubs and all that stuff. What's your name? Amanda. Because you don't need to know my fucking name. Because after you buy me a drink, I'm going to keep going. Like, that's it, And it just be funny, and I'm just like, why do y'all do these things? I'm like, you don't need to know. Our friends know we all have a code. We all have code names, so it's cool.
Code name kid next door.
Yeah.
It's just funny. Like I feel like everywhere we've worked together, that when people see us together, they're immediately like, y'all are not related.
Wow, how the fuck do you know? See what I'm talking about? Like, you want to know our lives, and I'm not gonna go into depth. I'm like, fuck up.
It was just funny, like even like where we work now, how before, no, I'm saying like before you started working there or whatever, it was like, people were basically like, oh, so how it, like, I was like, oh yeah, it's my sister or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, so like, how is your sister? I'm like, she's like me.
Like me? What does that mean?
Worse.
But worse is crazy.
Well,
I'm an angel.
But like, you know what it was too, because the marriage was in the background. Like,
wow.
She was
James
like,
D.
She was like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
wow,
great.
you didn't think I was a problem child already. It didn't even start. That's crazy.
It's funny because like then the supervisor was like, oh, what she said? She was like, oh, when she had the interview with you, oh, she's so nice, she's so quiet, she's so shy. I was like, who the fuck did you interview?
It's great.
I was like, you didn't interview Stephanie. Who did you interview?
They interviewed me. I was really
and
quiet.
she was like, yeah, she said that you're like the more like open, like you're the more like outgoing.
Yes.
I was like,
you are. You talk to more people than me. You see that they go up to you, they start talking immediately. You are definitely outgoing. I'm not saying that I'm not outgoing in many ways, but just that I'm gonna be outgoing in an interview. I was just like, I already know I got the job. She clearly said first she walked in, she says, you got the job. We just gotta sit here and chit chat. Okay, so we're gonna chit chat. She was just basically telling me a bunch of random shit. I was like, okay, I'm sure your brother told you. Yeah, he sure did. Like,
It
we
was
were just
funny.
chit-chatting, yeah.
She was like, yeah, like she seems very sweet. I'm like, you sure? You sure
They
you
interviewed
me,
the right
Stephanie?
person. They
She's
did.
sweet.
I'm sweet. I'm super sweet. I'm sweet and sour. Okay.
Fucking Sour
First I'm
Patch Kid.
sweet. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely a Sour Patch Kid. First I'm sweet, then I'm sour. So once I'm in, my foot's already in. I'm like, now fuck you. Like, now it's go fuck
Yo.
yourself. I do my job. We get everything done, and then that's it. We do other stuff. But it was just like, all right, should we interview you?
It's just funny though. Like I always find it interesting when I see how people look at us as completely different.
We are though.
We are very different, yes, and we also are very similar in other ways.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They don't know that though.
But it's just funny because like there's been so many times where people are like, "How are y'all related? Y'all are so different."
You think siblings are supposed to be the same?
Right, no, but they'll say like y'all are so like because you know people assume that because we obviously grew up in the same household that we're gonna have way more similarities than we do.
We adapt to it differently. That's it.
Right. It's the same story twice.
Yeah, that's it. It's just fun. It's just his way of the perception and mine. Hey,
Right.
hello.
I feel like people are always like you're definitely more like, oh, I don't want to talk to you, like don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
You know, but like, and you're like that even with like our family too, though.
I don't want to talk to a lot of people because I'm like, why? Like, it's just
no. I guess
hold on.
Let
who it is.
me rephrase.
Elaborate on that because I feel like once mom runs her fucking mouth, then it's like that's why I'm just like this. Well, you already know because I'm sure our mom told you. You know what I mean? Like that's why I just be like this. Please tell me what you already know. Then I can explain what happened.
It's just funny. Like you always want to be around family. Like you actually want to be around family more than I do. That's one thing.
Yeah,
we're very different in that.
Yeah.
We're very different in that way. I'm very like arm's length with family.
Yeah.
For many reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I'm very like this with family. You're very much like, okay, like I want to see family. I want to spend time with family. Blah, 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 right? But also don't worry about what the fuck my life is at all.
That's
like,
it.
and it'd be like with like even like mom or like
love her to death, but you don't need to
any of our other family members. You'll literally like even me. You're like, yeah, I'm doing something. I'll be looking at your location like, where are you at? I'm doing something. What are you doing? Why are you out here living your life?
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing.
How dare you be an adult?
Certain things you don't need to know.
How dare you be an adult?
I know. How dare me?
And then I'm out here like I could be kidnapped right now, and you don't even know what I'm doing. Like, why don't you care?
I do care. I ask you sometimes. You don't pick up sometimes. For example, I was like, wow. The other day I called him. I was like, oh no, matter of fact, yesterday I called him. The rest is like, oh, I think he put his phone on Do Not Disturb. He wants to take a nap. Oh, wow.
I didn't get a chance to take a nap.
Look at that. See, we could have been talking. He wanted.
We did, though.
God forbid he goes take. No, God forbid he goes.
I FaceTimed you.
You were ordering food. Yeah, but that was hours later. See, look, hours later. Why don't you call me? Because your phone don't ring. Because when I call it goes to voicemail. I was like, wait.
Yeah, and then you leave me the funniest voicemail. I was like, wow.
I was like, find out you're Nigerian. I was like, now you're black.
Oh yeah, because I took a DNA test.
Finds out me and him are cousins with Akon, and he doesn't want to answer. I was like, all right.
I took a DNA test because I was curious as to what.
Another Congo, by the way. Don't let my skin complexion fool you.
All of my genealogy and background is, and it came back, and I said, "Oh, yo, sis," I was like, "I'm
X, Y, and Z, yeah.
I'm Taino, but I'm also, what is it, Yucatan."
We're mutts.
Peruvian, Bolivian, Nigerian.
Yeah.
I actually had a lot of Nigerian and West African and
he's Jewish.
West Bantu. Yeah, but
Ireland in
but
there.
Specifically Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean,
Puerto Rico.
Portugal.
Puerto Rico.
I had a lot of different mixes,
but Spanish, Puerto Rico. I was like, all right. And Micah's like, yeah. The man's like, yeah, I think you want to go take a nap.
I was trying to take a nap, but I couldn't because between you calling, mom calling.
I didn't even go through it with the voice. Matter of fact, I don't even think it rang.
I think that's why, because mom was trying to call me at the same time.
I called like 5 times in a row. That's crazy. She shot calls.
Yes, she literally was like, I've been calling you and it's going straight to voicemail. What's wrong with your phone?
It's you.
And I was like,
I have it set to go to voicemail.
It's like, I don't know what happened, but
yeah, it went to voicemail, and I was just like, all right.
That's probably why.
Like, I'm gonna let my phone charge. I was like, oh,
yeah, her John was dying.
Yeah, that was being funny. I was like, you don't want to talk to me? That was being funny. Like, see, then when I do call, no one answers. So it's not a call. It's like you gotta get your chance. As soon as I call, you gotta answer. You don't answer, I guess we're not talking. I'm like, oh.
Yes, we're not talking for the next foreseeable future.
See you in the morning.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Bye. We'll try again tomorrow. My energy was already wasted. My battery was low. I was like, all right, bye.
Wait, what time is this run?
It's at 9. We got time.
Oh, okay.
So we got
Well.
9:45. We'll check in. Hi guys, you're gonna get a lot of funny videos from us. This is great.
So
Who
on next
raised
time,
us?
one who raised us like this, we'll tell some more stories and shit.
Why don't you guys tell us some stuff? Comments.
Let us know in the
anything.
comments who raised y'all. Like
What kind of
this.
funny shit? What kind of stuff did you guys used to do that your parents don't know? And if they don't, or if they do know now, then we told mom about the whole. Oh yeah, it's funny. We didn't even get into like how we told mom. Remember we were sitting in mom's kitchen and we told her about the whole shit. We finally told her recently. This was like a few years ago.
What?
We told mom about how you shitted on the the bowl and now we put it on fire.
Oh, I forgot all about Linda. My bad, Linda.
Delilah, if you're still alive.
If you're still alive, if you
I'm not sorry.
if you somehow saw this,
I'm not sorry.
I was only 5.
I wasn't. I was 10, but it was fun.
I just did what I was told, and I shit in the bag.
He had to do what he had to do. He had to poop. It was fun, and yeah, I don't care. And I'm not sorry. So
I apologize on her behalf
don't
for being a
apologize
bad
for me.
influence.
Don't apologize for me because I don't care.
I think that's good for a first episode.
That was a
It's
lot.
kinda
You guys are
long.
probably like, "What the fuck's wrong with y'all?" So yeah,
We don't know what's wrong with us.
I don't care. There's not a lot of shit in the world that I
Tell me who
don't
gon' rise and fall. I've been running for my flaws. Still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie.